Hey everybody, last video I talked about how I separate my journal between ideas and literally just capturing the stuff as it shows up to think about later on versus the actual tasks that I'm going to do, and that's all listed again from the back of the journal toward the front. So now when I end a work session, I know exactly where to jump in. This one's going to be about how I keep this up to date and what I go back to and what I've already processed. So any page where you see something like that, right, a big X through the page, what that means to me is it was information I captured. I could have been in a meeting. I remember I was actually in a class when I wrote that down. It could have just been me thinking. This was me when I was getting ready to do a presentation at Dartmouth. I wrote some things down. The X simply means I've looked at that since then. Nothing. There's nothing there. The ideas have already been used. They've already been fast forwarded into what it is that I'm working on. Oftentimes I'll write down ideas about an article, and sometimes I'll even handwrite the article or a draft of the article. Once I type that up, now that's inside of a Microsoft Word document, so I don't need it anymore. And this piece of it then, that signifies to me, don't need to go back there. Now what I will do is I will go back to, for example, this one here. There's 2 pages, and up on top there you can see it says Overview of Mastering Work, MWP, Overview of Mastering Workplace Performance. And this page, you can actually tell based on what's going on here, I've actually written 3 different sessions here. And the only way that I know that is I've got different pen, different ink. So I've got this light black ink that I wrote in at one point. I got the dark, thick black ink. And then over here I've got the purple ink. And essentially what this tells me is this is a page that I'm not done with, that I need to come back to a few more times. So I'm not done with it. It doesn't get the X. These pages may or may not need to come back to. Generally, when I'm about to come to the end of a journal, right? So looks like here I've probably got a few more weeks left in this one. As soon as I get to the end of this one, I will go back, and if there's something that I'm not done, let me see if I can find another one. If there's something that I'm not done with, I'll oftentimes re-bring that forward. Sometimes I'll take a picture of it, I'll print the picture, and I'll just slap that in the next notebook. So that way I've got a running record of, hey, what does need just a little bit more of my time and attention. So hope you get an idea from that. Try it out. Get yourself a journal, write some things down, and keep going to see what shows up inside of that with that information.